So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to talk about in this video includes updates on PlayStation 5 titles like Stray and Kena Bridge of Spirits. Horizon 2 could be pushed back, along with the next date of play possibly being later than we thought, and the PS5 internal SSD test results. First, let me know if you've had any issues with your PlayStation 5 or not. We've talked about this before, but it's been a while, and now that we have a big update coming, I'm curious what issues people still currently have with their PlayStation 5s. So before the big update drops. So comment below. Do you have any issues with your PlayStation 5 right now or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, updates on Stray and Kena Bridge of Spirits. So for those who don't know, some of you might know at this point, Kena and Stray have been delayed. Kena Bridge of Spirits was going to release in August, but now has been pushed back to September 21st, so that's not a big delay really. Per usual, it's so they can polish the game up and of course not push their team. On the other hand, you have Stray, which was seemingly going to launch in 2021, but considering we didn't hear anything about it all year long, many had their doubts already that this game was going to launch in 2021. Yesterday at the Annapurna showcase, the developers have confirmed that the game has been delayed to early 2022. At least there we got early 2022. Some games have been delayed to just say 2022, so we have no clue when in the year they're targeting. For anyone who hasn't paid attention to Stray, it's a third-person cat and robot adventure across a cyber city. That description alone should have grabbed you. For me, it was just the fact that it was a cat adventure. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation 5 internal SSD test results. So one of the items I didn't like reading from Sony's FAQ in regards to the PlayStation 5 SSD expansion was that the performance of the expansion SSD might not be as good as the internal. I said yesterday that is probably relating to lower end SSDs versus higher end SSDs. I was recommending that people get SSDs that hit the 7 gigabytes per second on the read side, but it seems that my guess was a bit off, slightly off, but the idea is still there, according to an Insomniac developer. Director of core technology at Insomniac Games, Mike Fitzgerald, discussed their experience with PlayStation 5's internal SSD expansion, and here are the results. Reading from his Twitter, exciting to see PS5 beta testers getting access to the M.2 SSD feature. I'm sure the public beta will result in plenty of benchmarking across different games and drives, but I'll spoil with some of our results from early testing at Insomniac on Ratchet & Clank. It's looking good. The Gen 4 drives we tried that met the recommended specs gave results almost indistinguishable from the internal SSD. The rest of the I/O path still in use, hardware crack and decompression, etc., is definitely pulling its weight in delivering the crazy loading moment in Rift Apart. We tried some below spec Gen 4 M2 drives as well and saw up to 15% slower loading in the most SSD stressing areas of the game. Not too shabby, but keep a close eye on the technical specs if you're making an SSD purchase, as our game does rely on high quality storage. So from reading this, the conversation still is high end versus low end SSDs like I was saying, but Mike seems to confirm that SSDs that meet the recommended specs are almost indistinguishable from the internal SSD. The recommended read speed is 5.5 gigabytes per second as revealed by the Sony FAQ. He tried below spec SSDs, which means below 5.5 gigabytes I assume, and those worked 15% slower according to him. I would personally still say if you're going to buy an SSD and put that money in it, might as well buy one that has 7 gigabytes per second read. Those are the highest end ones right now. The SN850, the 980 Pro, the Fire CUDA 530, the NEM-H. Those are 4 SSDs that all hit the 7 gigabytes per second marker. Of course, I would still say wait for Sony's official list after the beta. That's probably when it's going to be released, that they're going to have a list of, hey, this SSD, this one, they all work. But I will point out that the SN850 and the Fire CUDA 530 have both been confirmed by their respective companies to be compatible with the PlayStation 5. So again, I'm assuming they've tested it, they've they've ran it, they've played some games at this point, and it works with the PlayStation 5. So you can take from that what you will. You can trust the companies selling these SSDs, or you can wait for Sony to tell you which ones to buy. It's all up to you. But you guys let me know if you've tested the internal SSD expansion. I saw many of you get invited yesterday and was very jealous. But I'm curious what your results were if you managed to test it out. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, the next Sony event and Horizon Forbidden West delay. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, Sony is reportedly leaning towards delaying PlayStation 5's flagship 2021 game, Horizon Forbidden West, to next year. That's according to GamesBeat journalist Jeff Grubb, who said on his Giant Bomb show on Thursday that he'd heard via a source that Sony would likely push the Guerrilla title to next year and could announce the slip in a live stream around September. Asked if he had information on Sony's plans for the next State of Play live stream, GamesBeat's Grubb suggested on Thursday that the next showcase could take place in September to compensate for the potential delay for Horizon. I've heard, not certain, but I've heard that something's coming in September, and I'm trying to debate if I want to be the one to say this. I think that game is going to get delayed to 2022. He added, I don't know for sure. I think it's still undecided, but I think it's leaning towards Horizon Forbidden West in 2022. I think they'll have a September State of Play to say, here are the other things we're going to have in the fall. Here's a bunch of exciting stuff. Don't worry. But then I think Horizon Forbidden West is going to be 2022. So honestly, people haven't been the best at guessing what's at Sony's showcases recently. This is my personal opinion. We've heard rumors of an event in late June, early July for a while, which was correct, but that was an indie showcase, as we know now. Jeff Grubb said he heard something is happening in September, and he's not even certain about it. That's something to note. So we could have something big in September, or it's a smaller showcase, and we end up having more than one of these, maybe one in August and September. I'd personally rather have one big event if it's August or September. Considering Sony said updates for Horizon 2, God of War 2, and PSVR 2 are coming before the end of the summer, if we only have something in September, it seems like it should be the big event. Otherwise, it'll be multiple smaller events before the end of the summer. In terms of Horizon 2 getting delayed, this was always on the table. I think we all know this, and Sony has made it pretty clear this past year. I wonder if they push their event to September to give the team at Guerrilla Games more time to possibly make it for this year, because it seems like they want to have some type of date for this game before they have another trailer for it, either 2022 or sometime this year. The interesting part about this is that if it does get delayed, what's the big holiday title from Sony or for the PlayStation 5? It doesn't seem like we have anything big past September, but I'm really curious to see how this plays out. But you guys let me know if you're fine with Horizon 2 possibly getting delayed to next year or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Bring On the Event. Obviously, this is in relation to Sony's next big event, the event that's supposed to have God of War or Horizon or PlayStation VR 2. If you're excited for that, destroy the comment section with Bring On the Event, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.